Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Friday, May the 11th, the year 2018. Let's talk trading. Well, since it's Friday, it's time for the weekly wrap up. See, yesterday I talked about small, and I guess I had a little time distortion. It was earlier this week I talked about big. Big things, and then I spoke about small things. You know, it's funny that I received a comment in the video. Somebody wanted to know if I took all the trades that I talked about, because I said something about hindsight. And I explained, no, I did not take all of the trades. Um, I mean, I have to sit at the computer 24/7 to take all the trades opportunities that I highlight. But the bottom line is that, normally I show one pair and I show all the different opportunities. Now, it's not hindsight, and the reason I say it's not hindsight is that I can tell you before the session starts, here's where you're going to take the trades. With the exception of the rat zone, because you don't know where price is going to push, but we've got the buy zone. Those trades are always going to be off of the daily open or weekly open or monthly open if you like. You could even do hourly open, but we will know as soon as the session opens where those lines are, and those lines don't move. So we know those trades. Ditto, we know the trades for the wick zones, or yesterday's or the previous session's daily levels. So you can say, well, you could have had, should have had, would have had, but we're saying in the beginning of the session, we know where these trade levels are. Also, the holo zone, we don't know where that is, because every hour there could be a new highest open and or lowest open. Actually, it would be or exclusive or, because if it's an open, it's either going to be the highest or it's going to be the lowest. It can't be both, except for the very first open of the day, which would be the highest and the lowest open. So anyway, that being said, if you're watching, no, I don't take all of the trades, but those trades have been highlighted before they happen, not in hindsight. One thing that we also know before it happens is that we have to employ our money in risk management. Yeah, I know you guys been watching this for a few days or a few weeks or a few months, know that I will beat this or talk about this every day. Beating a dead horse, no, this is a live horse. It's only dead when you have no more money left to risk because you failed to use one of these formulas. So, okay, weekly gap. We're going to know Sunday. This will light up, show where the gaps are, and we can trade them. We know, so we don't know where the gaps are going to be. We just know what we're going to do with the gap. We're going to trade towards the previous week's close from the current week's open. That's simple. And you can see here the weekly dollar yen is almost pulled back to another doji, just like the previous week. So I guess there's a lot of indecision right there what we're going to do. Now, look, we had the New Zealand Canadian right around the 00 mark there. But I'm thinking, didn't we have a pair that was in an interesting spot? Was it the euro earlier this week? Well, I think we might have been at the 120. No, it wasn't the euro. Was it the euro CAD? There was something that was at an interesting level we had highlighted. Was it at the 154 level, or was it at the 153 level? I don't remember. But there was definitely an interesting trade there. Let's just move forward. Once again, you can look at the previous day's high, previous day low. You see we had a break right there at 109.31. And right now you could be up 10 pips with a possibility of taking 15, 16 pips if you punched out at that low. You can see here, not much movement on the ranges. And even dollar Canadian, when we had some news on Canadian, you only have 50 pip range. That's not much room there. I guess it's Friday. Look at these ranges. Almost makes me want to add, actually that's something I wanted to do. This is a 2017 dashboard. I haven't gotten around to doing a 2018, but that was one of the things I wanted to do on these, is not only be able to highlight a maximum threshold, but also a minimum threshold on all the different indicators. But that's going to be a lot of work, and if I get to it this year, it'll probably be in the fall, because for those of you who don't know, I live out in the country. I got 40 acres, and so when the weather turns nice, it's time to do ranch chores. So the trading and coding of indicators kind of goes off to the side, and I have to take care of things like chopping wood and carrying water. Anyway, so back to the trading, we can see here what happened, and you can see this is a price turn trade 2, green followed by red. You want to think short, would have paid off on the daily. And we go to the buy zone, and once again, did I take these trades? No, I did not take these trades, but those who did had a chance to make money there, had a chance to make money there. Right here, some waffle. You should have probably just taken the pips, especially you can see here it went up. That should have been the worst case, basically a 1 or 2 pip scratch. Yeah, about a 1 pip scratch. Here, you might have triggered short, taken a loss, triggered short here, and then you may have just decided to exit the trade because nothing much was happening. And here, for the past couple of hours there, you can see it was green in the zone, which means no trade, especially for the beginners. And the rat zone, you can see there's only a 1 pip separation, not enough. No rat zone trades. Sometimes you just have to say pass. It's kind of like when you're playing poker. You don't play every hand, because some cards you just have to throw away. They're just not going to be profitable. And you can see here, fading the pivot, almost touched it. Almost. So we had a high of 56.3 and 56.9. So it was right there. Just take the money and be happy. Price action, you see the 1 balls here, green at the line long, red at the line. Well, here, red at the line, didn't quite touch it, so if you jumped the gun, you might have got your fingers burned. That's why you don't jump the gun. Here we had a nice red at the line short, green at the line. You had to get out, red at the line, green at the line. Once again, it's right there for anybody who wants to trade it. You can see we put in a 3 ball next hour, or this, we want to look to go green at the line. And the 5 lines from the previous day, previous session chart, just taking the H1 candle color at the line. I mean, is there any difference here? Not really. I mean, here we just have the high, open, and low just to show on the daily chart. But here we're looking at hourly chart, but price is the same. But you see we've got these lines for today. The dark gray is yesterday. And our lines show where we can take. And you can see here it's a lot of chop. So here, green at the line. So when you see this happening, I mean, we looked at the range. It's not that much. It's only 40 pips. You know, don't try and hit home runs on a tight range day like today. Just, they're not there. I mean, I guess maybe you had 1, 2 chances or you could call that maybe 3 chances if you were lucky to get a swing high, swing low, and just have the intestinal fortitude, also known as guts, to stay in the trade. Wick zone, as you can see, in and out, and in and out, and out again. Simple stuff. And we've got the holo zone. You see here a highest open was put in. It came all the way down. We're in the lowest open. And this hour is almost over. So we'll probably have a new lowest open looking to trade to the north. But once again, remembering it's a down day, tight range. So be happy with 3 to 5 pips. Don't push your luck. Tight stops. And as you can see here, we had a peak. The ass came through the peak, fell down, and so now you've probably got 4 pips in your pocket. Or no, let me see, maybe 3 pips with opportunity to maybe put 4 pips in your pocket. And once again, just looking at the peak and the valley, showing we've got buying. Oh, and I did do something. Let's see, where was the other one? No, I made a slight modification to this. I'm working on it. Let's see. Can I? That one. I'll just delete that indicator for now. I made a little, and what I'm going to do is, I think I talked about it. I'm going to add a column, or maybe 2, I haven't decided, where we can say know where the buying started and how many pips it's moved. The reason for that is you can see if price is moving or if it's stalling. Now, you can see here we've had 69 70 ticks, but we've only moved up 0.8. So you can see only 0.8 of buying pips. And that was the max since the buying started. So this will stay at the max. So when price drops, whatever the maximum pips you could have taken out of that trade, it'll show. So you can see here it's hitting the peak. Does it go higher? It just did. You can see it, we got a 0.9. So, but this information will be over here. I just made it as comments so I can make sure everything looks right and is calculating right. But that's something to look forward to. And here, looking at the IRBs, there was a nice short to be had there and a nice long there. And then it looks like there was another short. There was a little long there, or actually, I guess the long was right here, worth about 3 or 4 pips. Once again, tight range day. Just take those tiny trades. Hey, you get 10 3-pippers, now you got 30 pips. That's not a bad day of trading. So anyway, I hope everybody had a profitable week. I hope maybe you learned something. Feel free to ask questions. You guys can poke fun if you want. Try to, put me on the spot. Ask those hard questions that, you think I'm going to avoid. But no, I didn't take every trade. So, and I don't even know why somebody would think I'm saying that. I don't think I'm implying that at all. I'm showing you what is possible. This isn't about live trading. This is more about, showing people what's possible, what they can do if they keep things simple. And just remember, fellow traders, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So I hope you had a good week of draining the banks. It's Friday. and I'm about done. So have a good one. Rumpled One signing out.